Today we're at a leaf cleanup on this property. We've got lots of leaves all under these shrubs to get blown out. We've got leaves that have collected around the base of this tree, around the base of this tree. This whole side of the yard is pretty much leaves. You can see all this is leaves. There's not even any grass. We'll make sure and blow out underneath all those shrubs as well. We're going to push everything to the street. We've got the Ventrac with a leaf plow. We also have to do the leaves here, which is a little troublesome or problematic, I guess, because of the gate, the fence. What we're going to do is just blow them as much as we can, and then I've got a big transfer scoop, a transfer shovel, and I'll just throw them over the fence, then blow them off of the fence, and then the Ventrac can push everything that way. And while I do have the steel gas blower, I also have the TORO Revolution 60-volt blower. I've got pretty much all the batteries that I own, and I've got the charger ready to go too. So the other experiment we're going to do is, can you use a battery backpack leaf blower on a small leaf cleanup? If you're up in the Northeast and you know your cleanups are where you've got 8 guys using backpack blowers for hours, that's not, battery's not there yet. But for a solo guy, for a small leaf cleanup on this, will it work? I don't know, let's find out. So if you've never seen one before, this is a transfer shovel, transfer scoop. It's meant for large amounts of light volume. It's really handy for a job like this. So I probably spent 5 to 7 minutes blowing all this area onto the driveway. We'll push that out. We'll push all these leaves under these out. And then we'll see if we got some piles the Ventrac can help with. I'm still on the first set of 7.5 amp hour batteries. I'm sure they're going to die any second now, but they've lasted a lot longer than I thought they would.
There we go. Right after I move the camera, it won't turn on anymore. So
again, whether or not this is going to last for your leaf cleanup depends on your leaf cleanup, but it looks like for me it's lasting a lot longer than I thought. So we'll swap the 7.5s for the 10 amp hours.
all right, so at this point we've got all the outlines cut in, all the stuff underneath the shrubs. So we'll bring in the Ventrac and see what kind of piles we can make.
So there's still lots of leaves. I'm gonna go back over at the blower, but I can tell you 100% that probably saved me 30-40 minutes, because I've done this yard before. This is it right here, and I had to move all this stuff just a couple of feet by hand because the blower wouldn't push it anymore. And I also had to use the blower to push all those leaves this way, and it took forever. I was here for hours. I'm telling you, it's a lot nicer to sit down under the fan canopy and push 90% of this, and then come back and clean up the other 10 with the blower. So not only did the backpack blower perform better than I thought, this leaf plow saved so much time and energy. And I know there's going to be people who are saying that I'm trying to imply you have to have a piece of machinery this expensive to do a leaf cleanup. And no, that's not what I'm saying. I did a leaf cleanup here a few years ago with just a backpack blower and hand tools, and I got the job done, but it was miserable. The amount of time and effort and labor and wear and tear on myself I saved from that leaf plow, man. If you did leaf cleanups regularly, something like this would make its money back in no time at all. So there's our final pile of leaves. As always, thanks so much for watching. I really do appreciate it.